I got to ask you this, Stephen A. Who's more likely to stay with his current team? Would it be KD or Kawhi? More likely to stay in their current situation. Obviously, Kawhi with Toronto, and now KD.
To be honest with you, as much as this depresses me, because I had aspirations, hopes, and dreams of a Knick, I think it's more likely that KD stays. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you, that's not necessarily good news. Let me tell you why. I don't believe, based on the injury, that KD should be expected to be back before next March, right? You got a $31.5 million player option. You opt in. Remember, once he opts in, that'll give him 4 years with the Golden State Warriors. He's available for Supermax dollars. So you talk about $220 to $230 million that he'll be in line to get, even if they sign him and trade him. You understand? The fact of the matter is they'll have KD as an asset, and since he can't play from open and tap for a new team, why go to a new team with a fan base that's clamoring for you to play? Why go there and be on the sideline with everybody breathing down your throat to hurry up, come back, when you can make $31.5 million, stay here with the Golden State Warriors? Everybody in the Bay Area knows, look, we got to suffer, we got to deal with it until KD gets back. When they know they're going to make the playoffs without you, and they know they got you ready for the postseason, and you can literally come back just for a championship run while making $31.5 million, positioning yourself for Supermax dollars, whether it's with the Warriors or if they sign and trade you, going to someplace else. Why go somewhere else for a 4-year deal when you could stay, opt in, and then ultimately get a 5-year deal on top of that and go someplace else? Why do that?
You know,
why do that?
I'm gonna go back to something you said earlier about his injury. I'm really curious to hear Kevin speak. I want to hear what his emotions are and if there's a finger pointed. My only worry about whether or not he is signed with the Warriors is he mad with the Warriors?
Correct.
Does he blame the Warriors? Does he blame their doctors? If that's the case, maybe that could have a role.
I believe.
Before you go, real quick, Max, because you have inside info to this area, I'm just curious. Before he got injured, did you feel like he was definitely leaving?
I think he was definitely going to do his due diligence.
Okay. I thought he was definitely leaving.
Okay.
I think once he got hurt, regardless of the catastrophic re-injury or injury to the Achilles and not the calf, which is the claim now, I thought he was more likely to stay, mainly because emotionally, psychologically, when you feel your basketball mortality, you're like, wait a minute, the devil you know. Even if you're unhappy with certain things, it's a dynasty, you have a good thing going. Maybe that gets you to rethink your future plans. I think now you can't discount what's happening with Kawhi. Even if he was planning on going to L.A., Masai Ujiri, it doesn't get better than that.
He's the face of a country now.
He's the whole country. And if he wins a chip first year there, and by the way, Siakam improving, and maybe they sign a guy like Jimmy Butler or someone else, who knows? Right now, I think it's much more likely Kawhi stays put than it was a month ago.
You're missing a very, very key component here, Max, and I'm actually ashamed of you for not bringing this up. Did you know that Toronto is only 100 miles from Buffalo, New York? Do you see the blizzards that come to Buffalo?
You ain't lying.
I mean, do you really, really, really want to be there
Still a cold, wet
from
city.
November through April instead of Southern California, which, by the way, where you were born and raised? I'm sorry.
Yo, you think that affects Kawhi?
Ding.
Sorry.
You think the climate affects Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Freeze from Batman. He can live in sub-zero temperatures.
No, it's more about it's where it's from.
It affects his pleasure.